Let's now take you to the northwest, where 5 municipalities in the northwest province will be seeing new faces today after 15 senior officials were recalled by the ANC Interim Provincial Committee last Wednesday. The committee says it's cleaning up corruption in local governance, but factions of the ANC and the opposition have accused the IPC of being disingenuous. The ANC Women's League has called for defiance against the axing of mayors, speakers and chief whips who are supposed to vacate their offices today. Our reporter Zinhle Kanyane is at one of the affected municipalities and joins us now. Zinhle, a very good morning to you. A very controversial matter this is. Talk us through exactly what's happening there.
Definitely, Mpho. We've just arrived in Lichtenburg at the Ditsobotla Local Municipality. In our earlier crossing, we were at the Mahikeng Local Municipality, which is facing the same scenario as here. Now, this is one of the most troubled municipalities in the province. We understand they're also currently being investigated by the Hawks for corruption after millions of rands went missing without any explanation. In fact, Mpho, just a few months back, we covered a story in this particular area in a location not too far from here that had raw sewage running into the streets and into people's yards. I'm talking about raw feces, Mpho, and the locals there said this had been happening for over 10 years. So that alone will just give you a glimpse of the kind of municipality this is. You'll remember that none of the municipalities in the entire province received a clean audit last year when the Auditor General did the audits. But right now, I'm joined by the ex-chief whip of this particular municipality. Let me just bring her into this discussion. May Blessing, thank you so much for joining us. Let's start here. Have you resigned from your position?
Hello, Zinhle, and thank you. What I would like to say is that the process is unfolding. I haven't resigned as the council whip. There must be a council sitting to process that. And as for organizational matters, the ANC will also pronounce who has resigned and who has not. I cannot by now say whether I've resigned or not. But what I can assure you is that the council sitting must take place for us to formally resign.
When is that going to happen?
I'm not quite sure when will that happen, because we were given 7 days to vacate our offices. And when I'm doing my calculation, it should have happened, it should be happening tomorrow. But due to some other reasons beyond us, that maybe the ANC will communicate that also.
Will you be defying the order for the Troikas to vacate office? We've heard the Women's League calling for defiance, the Youth League as well. There's a strong sense of a pullback from certain people within a certain faction to defy this order of the IPC. Will you be joining those?
You know, there's one thing that I will tell you as a member of ANC. Leaders come and go. And I will tell you that at some stage, President Thabo Mbeki once resigned. No one will be happy to resign when requested by your organization. But amazingly, we are happy when ANC puts us in positions. And we never question, why not? Why me? Why don't you deploy another person? Why did you choose me? We never question that. The problem comes when some of the decisions like deployment, ANC deploy and redeploys its members. It's the prerogative of ANC. I cannot say as a member when ANC give me reasons to vacate the office and question it. Where does the organizational discipline lie in this? I was once a PEC member. People view me as a leader. Now, their leaders must defy the ANC. Our children are coming, they are learning from us. Are we saying now, are we building the ANC that must be defied? Is that what are we saying? There are processes. If I'm not happy about whatever processes of ANC, there are proper channels to communicate it. There's a principle in ANC that says complain later.
Let me just get in there. I'm so sorry. Do you understand the reasons for the IPC to remove the troikas like yourself in such municipalities? Do you understand why it has happened? Because the opposition and other factions have said this is not genuine. You guys are being targeted because you are pro-Supra and so forth. Do you understand the reasons why you are removed?
There's a mistake that they are doing of taking out ANC and putting a face there. We cannot say that people who were aligned to Comrade Supra are being targeted. There are reports that they dealt, since their inceptions, IPC have been consulting with our caucuses. There are problems. As a chief whip, I can tell you there's a problem. Our caucus is divided of Ditsobotla. That one I can attest. It's divided. There are groupings. And how can we? And some of them connive with oppositions. When we have to sit as caucus of ANC and deal with matters, we are divided on that one. Even the mandates of ANC are not carried properly here.
So you understand why
I do. And I do align myself with the decision of ANC. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Perhaps let me just ask you one more question. The mayor and the speaker, we haven't heard from them. Do you know if they're going to defy or comply like yourself?
No, I don't know. As an individual member, I can't speak on other individuals. But I think they will do an honorable thing.
Thank you so much. That was the ex-chief whip here at the Ditsobotla Local Municipality. She's saying she's going to comply. She's saying that the ANC deploys and redeploys, and so she's going to eat that humble pie and vacate office. She doesn't want to confirm if she has officially resigned as a deployee of the ANC, but she's saying that she's willing to undergo every process within the ANC structures to comply with the decision of the interim provincial committee.
Zinhle, how much do we know about the new faces that are set to take over?
We know very little. What we know for now is that the regions are the ones that are going to identify those potential positions or those people that are supposed to take over from the vacant post now. We don't know who those people are as yet, but we understand according to the schedule or according to the way things are supposed to happen, since these guys are vacating today, by the end of today they have to be out of office. We understand the new deployees are supposed to come in tomorrow, but there's a pushback from certain people. There's a call for defiance, so that might kind of prolong the introduction of these new faces in these 5 municipalities. But we will be bringing our viewers live updates on the developments of this story, and hopefully we'll get to speak to the new crews that are going to be occupying these positions in these 5 municipalities. After this, we'll be going to the Modisane Local Municipality. It's in Klerksdorp, where we understand the ANC Women's League and the Youth League there will be protesting at the ANC offices, calling for their mayor there and their troikas there not to resign today.
Very well, let's leave it there for now. Of course, this is a story that we'll continue to monitor as Zinhle Kanyane goes and explores it in its many faces.